days and weeks of cloudy weather. And our buddy boat just ran aground right there, or hard aground, inside the channel, really.
Give me a little bit of wake and see if I can back down off of this thing.
This wasn't supposed to be the plan, but they are like burning.
Hi, we're Jen, Elliot, and Ollie. In 2019, we left the United States and backpacked through 11 countries, all before deciding to come back home and try something completely new, pivoting into boat life. Our current adventure is America's Great Loop, a 6,000-mile journey through small towns, big cities, and the wilderness from the eastern portion of the United States, through the Great Lakes and Canada, and down the Midwest rivers, all aboard our home on the water, Pivot. Make sure you subscribe as we share our journey through the highs, lows, and everything in between.
Good morning. We have a bit of a foggy, cold, brisk morning here in Mississippi. Today we have our first lock on the Tennessee-Tombigbee Waterway, and folks, it's a big one. Cruising at this time of morning is my favorite time to cruise. Just everything is so peaceful. The birds are chirping, the water is so calm. It's really nice. The mud was caked on so much, Jen is using a boat pole to get it off because she just sprayed mud in her face. Good job! As I mentioned in yesterday's vlog, we have two buddy boats today. We have New Bearings, which is the boat on the outside over there. That's a Nordic Tug. And then we have Salty Lady, which is a Kadey-Krogen. And yeah, we met New Bearings back in Chesapeake City in Maryland for the first time, and Salty Lady we just met yesterday evening, so two new friends. Our first lock on the Tenn-Tom.
First lock on the Tenn-Tom. Woot woot. Woohoo, baby.
It is really coming down. Holy cow, that is fast. The crows are smart. They're going to get any leftover seafood. That's really smart. How epic was that? That lock was massive and the doors open and it's like we're entering a whole new world. This day is going to be a little bit reminiscent of when we started the Erie Canal, and if you guys remember, we had the flight of five blocks in very close succession, not a lot of places to stop in between. That's what we have here. We have a lot of blocks. I want to say it's 3 or 4 every few miles, so it's not quite as close together as a flight of 5, but it's still, we are going through a lot of locks very quickly, and we're fine with that. I love locking as long as you have your fender set up correctly and it's not super windy. It's not bad at all. What do you think, Ollie? Tail's wagging. He's having a good time. For this lock, the lock tender requested us all to be on channel 12, so we can hear any orders that he has. and he asked us to put on our life jackets, which Jen and I completely forgot the last lock. I guess it wasn't a problem. We probably should have had them on, but just forgot. It's early mornings kind of stuff, so excited. Second lock on the Tenn-Tom. Ollie had her life jacket on though. You're a good puppy. On pivot, we have a very high draw, and so we only really support ourselves in anchor when we have solar. And solar will take care of what we draw and some, but we don't have enough battery capacity to last through like days and weeks of cloudy weather. So, and our alternator is just our stock alternator on pivot, so we don't have a lot of charge coming in through that. So we are having to run a generator in the lock. We're at 8% of our battery capacity, which is probably the lowest we've ever dropped it. If you do want to know more about how to plan an electrical system for your great loop boat, including what we've done and what we recommend, we do have an ebook on that called our Electrical Ebook Guide to the Loop. Check that out at the link here if you're interested and want to know more. Admiral, how's it looking?
Great. Got my cuppa, and yeah, the lines are very it's very cold out today. It is 52 degrees, and the past few days have been very wet, and the wetness plus the cold has just made it not the most comfortable on the boat. So like, I had to squeegee the windows this morning because they were wet. Yeah, so it's just like it's a wet cold, which isn't very fun.
The doors are opening to the next phase of our adventure. Dun dun dun. And our buddy boat just ran aground right there, or hard aground. Inside the channel, really, there's a red buoy on this side, which should be a green. So it's just kind of there's like a red and a red instead of a red and a green. So it's kind of being a little crazy. We're gonna see how we can help him. Either give him a little wake, or what.
Give me a little bit of wake and see if I can back down off of this thing.
This wasn't supposed to be the plan, but like, it's in typical boat life.
They may have gotten off.
You think so?
I'll let you know if it helps.
7.5 under the keel.
Got it.
Do not stand in line with this line.
Okay.
Stand clear of it.
Alright, we're slowly getting taunts.
Becoming more taut.
Started.
That's good. Are you able to give it a little bit more forward?
Go. Swinging.
You're good? All good. All right.
Mission accomplished. We were able to pull Salty Lady off. We just basically kind of went for a beeline to the opposite shore and then gave a little gas, and Bob's your uncle. And this local fisherman, and they have a sailboat in the area, so they ran aground there just last week, and it took them like a whole day to get off of the sailboat. So the buoy's just in the wrong location. It should be probably a little bit closer to the middle part of the river. You know, it is what it is. You know, buoy in the wrong location plus the wrong type of buoy. It's confusing. It's challenging. Happen to anybody. Now we're at our third lock of the day, which is the John Rankin lock. All these locks are named after famous people. And we're leading the pack for this lock because that's just how it worked out with the tow earlier. So that'll be kind of fun. I get to call the lock, make sure that they know we hire 3 boats, and all should be good. Rankin lock, pivot is secure, over. There is a tugboat on the bottom of this lock, so when we come out we'll have to coordinate which side to go on past them. Always making sure everything is in line. It's good. Keep an eye on that door, Ollie. Don't let it get too close, okay? Yeah, do your job. Good job. Third lock, success. Now we just have 1 or 2 more today, depending on how far we go, which daylight, and finding a good anchorage, and so on and so forth. It's time for lock number 4, Fulton Lock, and our buddy boat on New Bearings called the lock ahead on the phone and basically said we're coming, so they know we're going to be here soon, about 1 nautical mile out. I'd like to call the lock tenders probably about just under a mile in, because that's like basically 9 minutes for us, so we can slow down if we need to, or we can just continue our pace if the lock's ready for us. And yeah, keep moving. It's starting to get a little chillier, so after this I might be moving inside. Oh, you gonna come inside or are you gonna stay up here? Got some leftover risotto, leftover chickpea stew for lunch. Ollie just had her lunch. Jen's working hard. How you doing?
Great.
Does this remind you of the flight of 5 at all? Lock after lock.
It's not as lock after lock after lock after lock, but it is a lot. I was not expecting this many locks for today. I was expecting like 2 or 3 of them, for them to be a lot more spaced out, but that's okay.
Your hand in mine. Find a place we can stay and start.
We were holding tight a little bit because this barge in front of us just ran around, and so they had to push off and then come into the middle of the channel, so they said wait for them to pass, and then we had to get to pass the other barge. We're like moving sideways. It's like so weird. I don't know. Oh, that's very close to the tugging barge. Ah! Oh my goodness, so close. Getting shallow too. 12 feet.
8 feet.
No, 11 feet, right? Yeah. They're so nice. I love when they give the toot-toot. This is the exact reason why it's nice to buddy boat, because you're kind of a pack, so there's strength in numbers. Somebody runs aground, there's somebody else that can help. Even if you don't feel comfortable like towing somebody, you can still be there just in case they need somebody. Skirt, skirt.
So much activity.
Yeah.
So much excitement.
Yeah.
Wow.
Again. Turn back the clock, I gave my mind a different frame. Let the mountains.
Some deer are literally crossing the water.
Swimming.
They're swimming. Wait, who's driving the boat?
You are.
That's so cool.
Gonna see it carry to the end.
It's like, is that trash crossing the road at the same time? Two of it? Two pieces? Is it a shark? No, it's deer. That's awesome.
That was so cool. We haven't seen that before. So I've seen a lot of other loopers post about how they'll see like deer cross a waterway, and I haven't seen that yet. But today we have.
Another first.
Another first.
We were chatting it over with our buddy boats to see if we wanted to go through the next two locks or kind of anchor on this side. The anchorages have not looked that good, kind of shallow, wide open, and so we decided to push through. So we're going to be going through two more locks today, and this is lock number 5, Wilkins Lock.
So right now the World Cup is going on in our real time. This is obviously months delayed. And so we've been watching the World Cup games, and I'm just getting my seat ready so I can watch the World Cup.
Ollie, who are you rooting for?
She says, I'm rooting for Morocco.
Oh, really? Oh.
And I'm rooting for England. And I'm rooting for
Anybody will give me a treat.
Saka comes all the way off the touchline, turns, nobody with him.
Okay, we're off.
Keep them close. Keep them close. Keep them close. Keep them close. When a hand is on your shoulder, you can make it through the cold.
Time for our last lock of the day, that Cochrane Lock. And we only have another 4 miles to go. It's looking a little bit overcast. We've had some droplets of rain, but that's it for the day. We're just gonna turn around here. We have to go a little bit past this turnoff before we drop the hook today. And we have new bearings going first, so they draw a little bit more than us, so if they can't make it, we're all screwed. It looks like there's gonna be a couple places to take out Ollie, which was the big concern here, so let's see. All right, looks like we're gonna go first since we have the lowest draft. Cross your fingers. Ollie, you gonna help?
Does it get any shallower up there?
A little bit, not by much. On the bright side, there is a nice place to take out the pups here.
That's 40.
We're just gonna see if I can sneak just a little bit ahead of you.
Yeah.
manipulating this is pivot. We have the anchor down, so we're just waiting to even out. So if you want to pass us, feel free to. And if you need us to scoot anyway, just let us know. Successfully dropped the hook. Now let's take Ollie out, and then they'll be done. You wanna go for a walk? Come on, let's go for a walk.
Bye. Love you. Tonight for dinner, we are having the very glorious Annie's mac and cheese. The reason for it, I'm tired. 7:30 when I started cooking. It is 7:40 right now. But basically, after a long day, we have a few go-to meals that are just easy meals. And this is my like easiest of easiest meals. Intentionally, just because today was a long day. We went through 6 locks. Help someone get off the ground, pass a ton of tugs.
Sun up, sun down.
It was a lot of stuff going on. So we have easy meals, and I think that's probably one of the best things that you can do on a boat. There's many more nutritious meals out there than this, but that's not what this is about. This is just about getting food in the belly. And just like that, dinner is served. Right, Ollie?
Jenna, you ready to do this massive lock?
Yeah, I need to get the fenders out and lines out.
You're mentally ready. The boat's not ready, but you're mentally there.
Yeah, I mean, don't I look mentally ready?
I got steady hands on my body, baby. Is that the song? Man, that hurts my soul. Telling me I'm not a good singer. This log is getting closer and closer to pivot. Let's poke it away. It's pretty big. Oh, I gotta protect this. The log's coming back. Ollie, come on, you gotta get the log away from here. You tell it. Goodbye, stick. See you another day. Pivot 1, stick 0. Good job, Ollie.